Welcome back to Garage Talk. For those of you that are new, the whole point of this is a short, hopefully less than 5 minutes. We'll see if that actually works out, but hopefully a less than 5 minute, one-take video where I just go through something related to overlanding. I'm going to ask for some ideas and comments down below, or if you have things to add, whatever, make this into almost like a community post type thing. I'll present some stuff up here, and then we'll talk about it down in the comments. If you've got stuff to add or questions about it or however that works, throw those down in the comments below. Last time, we talked about what I would do if I was starting over completely from scratch, and hopefully there's some people that found that helpful. Today we're going to be talking about what I think is one of the bigger issues with overlanding is how do you actually get out? I've seen a lot of people talking about, I only get this much time off of work, or there's all these different reasons why people can't get out. And I think part of that is influencers' fault. Not just myself. There's a lot of people on YouTube that are out for multiple days, or out for weeks, months, even people that live full-time on the road. And I think when you start watching that, myself included, it seems like, well, if I only get a couple days off a year, I can't take a whole week, a whole month, whatever, away from work, away from my responsibilities at home to go out on this trip up to Alaska, go to Africa, go to South America, go to Mexico, whatever it is. And I just don't have the ability to take that time. And so I think a lot of people start thinking that they can't do this whole overland thing because they can't take those long trips. That's not true. Some of my favorite trips have been overnight or just short trips, 1 or 2 days where I've gone somewhere, and that's all it really has to be. Everybody has their own definition of what overlanding actually is, but for me, it's really just getting out, getting away from the responsibilities of daily life, and taking some time just to reset. One of my favorite trips that I've taken recently, I just took an overnight trip on a paddleboard. I went over to an island with a hammock. I had a big bag that I was testing out. Part of it was full of camera gear, and I like overpacking, but that was a lot for me to condense the whole truck into one bag. Worked out great, though. But that was great. It was just a nice reset, had some coffee, a beautiful sunrise and everything. That's all it has to be. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. So for you to go out for just a night, 2 nights, 3 nights, that might be perfect. Maybe you don't want to take a full week-long trip, and don't feel like you have to just because your favorite YouTubers or favorite series that you watch or whatever are doing these longer trips. There's a lot more that goes into a long trip. A short trip is much easier to plan. You don't have to bring anywhere near as much food and gear. You don't have to worry about the water and getting campsites and various permits and everything else that goes along with it if you're just going out for a 1-2 night, maybe just a long weekend trip. And that is sometimes the best way to do it. So let me know in the comments down below if you've had those trips that you've enjoyed. Do you like the shorter ones? Do you like the longer ones? What's your advice for actually getting out, taking time off of work? Do you try to save up as many days as you can? What works best for you? After that, check out this video up here of us taking this was the longer trip, but check it out, see what you think.